guys, how you doing? Today you're with Jeff. This video is not meant for kids, and we gotta talk about, well, Ken and Karen in St. Louis. Yes, the couple that defended their home from protesters. I call them rioters. Now, too long didn't read. There are things they did right, and there are things they did fucking wrong. We'll get into that. But overall, they were well within their rights to come out and defend their homes with armed weapons. Armed with weapons, sorry. So anyways, let's dive into it. Now, before we get into it, we got to break a few things down. Number one, there can be such things as privately owned roads and sidewalks, especially if it's in a gated community, because it's the community who is paying for that private road and then private sidewalks, not the city or the state. They are maintaining it. They probably paid to have it installed. So a gated community, when it says private property, residents only, yes, everything inside that fucking gated community is private fucking property to that community. It is no different than you fencing off your own front lawn with a chain link fence or a brick wall or a picket fence, and someone busts through the fucking fence and parades around on your front lawn. No difference. It's private property. So, these rioters, no, they weren't protesters. They'd stayed on the street and just kept on going and just protested. Okay, you're protesters. You're on public property. The minute you busted through that fucking front gate that said no trespassing, residents only, not only did you break private property, that gate belongs to that community, not to the city or you. So you destroyed private property, you're trespassing on private property, yeah. You're already in the wrong. And to top it off, St. Louis has open carry and castle doctrine. What's castle doctrine? You have the legal right to defend your life and your property by almost any means necessary that you see fit. These are laws in St. Louis. Now, what did these people do wrong? Their gun handling was atrocious. I don't know who taught these people how to handle a gun, but my God, these people need to go to a gun safety course. Because Jesus, not only did they flag each other, the wife, there is possibly a chance you could probably nail her for assault because she went running around pointing her gun at people with their finger on the trigger. Now, I don't know if it was safe or not. I can't even tell what kind of gun that was. Kind of looked like a Walther, to be honest, but I honestly couldn't tell you. But the point still stands. They flagged each other repeatedly. The woman literally is brandishing her weapon, finger on the trigger, pointing it at people. So, yeah, that's no bueno. That is definitely no bueno. That being said, them being armed, the husband, well, he had some, like I said, atrocious gun handling. He actually did things right. He, for the most part, had his finger straightened off the trigger. I'd be shocked if he even had his weapon selected off safe. So when he's standing there, pretty much at what the Marine Corps would consider port arms, granted he's locked and loaded, but I don't see his weapon off safe, and his finger is not on the trigger. And he's really not pointing his weapon at anybody. He is exercising his constitutional and state rights. And people were breaking the law. Look, I'm going to be like Amazing Lucas says, and on this one, I'm going to be an OTL, obey the law. You all were trespassing on private property. Come on, people. These Ken and Karen did nothing wrong. Well, in so much as they were following castle doctrine and they were protecting their property, they were very loudly telling people, get off our property, which they are entitled to do so. That is well within their rights under the law. They paid the housing area dues for that gate, that road, those sidewalks. That is part of their fucking property. They are well within their rights to tell people who are uninvited to get the fuck off. Just like I gave you all the example of, you have your own fenced off yard and someone jumps over the fence or busts through that fence and starts parading and trespassing all over your yard. You're well within your rights to tell them to fuck off, and if they won't get off, sure, you can call the cops, but you can also threaten them with a weapon of, if you do not get off my property, I will shoot you. That is within your rights. So these people, oh, they need to be charged on the wife, gray area. There might be a case there. The husband, nothing fucking wrong. Besides flag his wife a few times, which, like I said, needs to go to a gun safety course. But so overall, you're just gonna see more of this shit because the more and more of these Marxist fucking clowns come barging in to gated or suburb communities, you're gonna see more and more people who want to defend their own shit come out with guns saying, "Fuck right the hell off, or you will be shot. No trespassing. Get out." This shit's just gonna happen. Eventually, these numbskulls are gonna get shot, and someone gonna get killed. People will defend their shit. It is their property. It is their right to do so. They will defend themselves and their property. Y'all Black Lives Matter people, y'all need to get it through your thick fucking skull. You are messing with some of the wrong fucking people, and eventually it's gonna get some of you shot, though I think that's what you're counting on. But anyways, I'm Jeff. There's my thoughts on the Ken and Karen of St. Louis, and I'll catch you next time.